Braden.
I'm Zell. Stan and Andrew. This could be a power 15 seconds. We don't know what's about to happen.
So it's gonna be a fucking power outage.
Yeah.
Andrew's camera's going to slowly start punching his camera. It's going to start breaking on the stream here.
Honestly, it's there's been a couple times where I can think of where we've had as many issues trying to record the CARP UFO case file, but I think by the time we get to it, it's going to be the most difficult case file we've ever recorded.
We're probably not going to end up doing it at this point.
It's cursed.
It's the curse case
good though.
The curse of the Gordian.
The curse of carp.
I feel like we need to switch it. We should go with the Guardian, not carp.
I know we were going to go with the Guardian.
Oh, they said carp.
Well, it's just
the town.
It's just a town.
Yeah, I know. We should definitely go with Guardian.
So what, Andrew, walk us through what happened tonight.
Yeah, explain your misery.
Why the fuck you want me to relive it?
This is fun.
It was funny.
That's what I want to know.
Some of the funniest. I'll say this on this. If I have the pre-show at all recorded, I will tack it on to the end of the show when I do the YouTube of just Andrew. Just the noise you made when we were like, your mic went out again. You're just like, meh. Was one of the funniest things.
What am I supposed to do?
If you want to hear what total defeat sounds like.
Yeah.
That's the recorded sound of total defeat.
Absolute hopeless resignation.
It's like,
I hate this shit so much. I hate it.
The second you messaged me, Andrew, and you were like, yeah, it's something like boot the BIOS. I was like, oh, that's his L question. Ooh. Oh my God. What is
Zell's got something going on.
No, you guys hear that too?
Yes.
We hear it.
We hear it.
But it
sounds like you're strumming a bass guitar for me. It's like,
oh my God, what is happening right now?
I don't know what that is.
We've got, obviously last week when we talked about the Battersea Poltergeist, took it personally, gave it too much attention, and now we're suffering the consequences.
Sure.
It's brutal. I don't know what that sound is. I never heard that before.
It's actually like, it's gotten to a point of like 45 minutes of trying to get this thing off the ground, and you're just like, well, this isn't going to work.
Sometimes this isn't going to work. Give in.
Yeah. Give up. We said if we were having any issues, do a power hour.
You guys want to push through?
We're doing it.
Sure. But if it happens in the first 15 minutes, we're switching gears. It was like 10 seconds.
10 seconds in. That's how we knew it was power hour. Also, right. Baby Watch. I mean, baby's coming.
Baby Watch.
Baby Watch 2023. Baby's coming at any minute. Jamie's at the point where if something falls on the ground, it's lost to time.
Just can't get it.
No, that's it. That's it.
I
came home today.
Kicks it to the corner with her foot.
Oh yeah, there's puke on the floor from the cat. She can't get it. She's like, drop some food. Food's on the floor. She's like, I can't. I'm like, oh, cool. I'll get it.
Jessica's boss called her last night at like 7. As soon as I got home from work, being like, hey, I got 3 free tickets to Berg Kreischer. Does Andrew want them? And Jess is like, yeah, like he just got home from work. I'll find out. She's like, we'd love to go. And her boss is like, no, you can't come. Jessica's like, what the fuck? Why? She's like, because you're going to fucking go into premature labor from laughing. Like, you can't come. And she was dead serious. Like her boss is a doctor. And she's like, no, you can't come.
Oh,
you're going to fucking have your baby and you're going to shit out your kid in the stands. Like, it's not a thing. We're not doing this.
Doctor's orders.
Yeah, that's great.
Thing you do.
Oh my God.
Interesting.
That is steady. Are you hitting something on purpose yourself?
I don't know what that is, and I don't like it.
I don't know either. It honestly sounds ominous. Like it sounds like something's coming.
It sounds like some weird like synth.
I think it's coming from my body.
Could be.
I think it's coming from me.
That's Andrew's circadian rhythm that you're hearing.
It's the stress.
No, because Zell was the only one getting the robot voice.
Yeah.
Prior to it's something.
I'm turning something off. 1 second.
I mean,
Some
we're
engaging
gonna
stuff
edit
we
this
got
out,
going on
or
here?
nope, we like. Oh, now there it goes.
I don't know.
Longer that time.
Are we even?
Did I tell you guys I've hit my age limit? Like, this is the most tolerant I'm gonna be is right now. I tolerate everyone, every group right now. Any new ones, not happening. Not tolerating anymore.
Okay,
Like, what?
okay, start again. You.
I'm the most tolerant
phrase-
I'm gonna be right now.
Okay.
In this
You're-
moment.
So like at this age is what you're saying? You're most
Yeah, just a
tolerant of
peak.
groups?
I'm just like, I can't tolerate anymore, is what I'm saying.
So in a year you're going to be a white supremacist, or like
No. I'm not.
okay,
I'm
so-
not. I'm not going backwards. I'm not going to be less tolerant than I am right now. I'm just saying
you're not
any
more
new
tolerant.
stuff. Don't expect my support.
Oh. So
okay.
when the cyber augment revolution begins, you're gonna no,
I'll be waving
no,
flags off the bridges.
when the robot AIs attain sentience, you're gonna be the dudes in the Matrix and the Animatrix who are like beating up the robots.
There's this old woman who comes to my work.
And I hate her.
No, I love her. She's phenomenal.
Are you fucking ageist?
No. I like I said, I tolerate everyone in every group of people. You couldn't find anyone more tolerant than me right now. But that's, you know what I mean? Right now, I tolerate everyone. Everyone.
Okay. All
Respect all groups, all peoples. Anyone new, though, from this point forward, no support. But I'm tolerating everyone right now. I got all the support to you. This lady comes into work, this old woman, and she comes in, she goes like, she like does the like look around to see if anyone's looking. She goes, "Did you hear about the new vaccine?" And I go, "Huh? Like a booster?" She goes, No. Team of secret doctors is working on a vaccine for the vaccine.
Vaccine for the vaccine.
I kind of started laughing. And I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, well, let's hopefully we get a government in that'll mandate that shot. Right? And she's like, yeah, get this shit out of us. Right? So I'm having a laugh. I think she's having a laugh. And as the conversation continues, I realize she's not joking. She's like not making jokes. She's like dead serious. So by like me engaging with this, every time this lady comes through my work now, she like does the look around to see if there's anyone else because she's like thinks I'm an insider too. She was like, I was out picketing.
I mean, you
on
do
the
have
weekend.
the look.
Do I?
With that hat,
what's
with
the
that
look?
toque on for sure.
You do.
Right?
You kind of look like, I mean, you would look like the one of the, never mind. I'm not going to.
What? Give it to me.
No.
Let's hear it. Let's
No,
hear
I
it.
can't.
Why not?
I can't.
You got to finish it. We'll cut it
do it.
out of the show if it's bad.
No.
No, we
It's
won't.
gonna hurt
Much
me?
personal information.
You look like the kind of person who would be less tolerant.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Little did she know the most tolerant. But so now every single time she comes in, she'd be like, "Did you hear about the 1,200 athletes that all dropped dead?" I'm like, "Oh yeah," and I'm like, she's like, "Yeah, it's crazy." And then she like the last time she came in, my coworker was with me, and I told him like, "Dude, this lady thinks that I'm like this right wing crazy person." And like straight up, like she thinks I'm like a QAnon person that she can discuss these
I think
things
you
with.
are QAnon.
Yeah, I am Q. In her world, I am Q. It might be. And so she comes in and she's like, starts going off, and then she's like, starts like, fucking Trudeau, right? Someone should get bullet to his head, huh?
Ooh.
And I'm like, I'm sick of this communism shit. Not in my country, not on my watch. And she's like, that's right. We need more young people like you. And I said, hey, we're out there. And then she walked away, waved. And then my buddy was like, holy fuck, dude. He's like, you have this conversation with her every time. I was like, yeah, man. It keeps getting more and more extreme. I was like, this is how they recruit people. I'm now an extremist. I've just been joking around.
Next time she's going to come in with a gun and try and get you to join in on the mass
this
shooting.
is what happens. Yeah, this is what happens. You human people too much, and this is what happens. They think it's okay. I've
been trying to think of how I can like, I was like, the next time she comes in, I was going to try to think of some, yeah, like bring it back a little bit. Like, oh, well, you know what? Oh, a little disappointed. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'm going to leapfrog her. That's what I'm going to do. Leapfrog to crazy. What's the Queen of Canada? What's that girl called? You know what I'm talking about? Like the real,
the convoy queen or whatever.
The QAnon lady.
Yeah.
She's a little Filipino lady.
Yeah. I'm going to start saying that she's a queen.
Oh, you know what the new thing is? The
money.
Well, no, first they were saying that the vaccine was going to make you sterile.
Right.
Yeah.
Now they're saying that your fucking dick's going to rot off.
Cool. How long after?
Literally, like, I just read it up on, I'll try and find the link on Twitter. I just read about it.
This lady said, this lady said that the shot makes you sterile. And I was like, unfortunately,
it didn't.
I have proof that would say otherwise. But I didn't tell her.
That's why you guys pulled the goalie.
Yeah.
You thought you were in the clear.
Thought you were good.
My mom was like, you can't reproduce now that you have the shots. And I was like, okay, well, whatever. You hear that? We're safe.
I'm pretty sure my mom still thinks that, and she has a granddaughter.
That's a 3D projection.
This is living proof.
I think in her mind, it's like, okay, well, you're like, there's a small percentage who didn't affect. You're like, I was like, all right, I got lucky for me, I guess.
You know what that is? The power of prayer.
Oh, dude, it got ridiculous.
First of all, with God, everything is possible. So jot that down.
Because this person seems like just like a more extreme version of my mom.
Yeah. Oh, so what I'm going to start doing, I think, is I'm going to tell her, because the Queen of Canada has released her own $100,000 banknote that you can buy with real money.
Oh.
And then you can buy this money that you can't use anywhere. But when she ascends to the royal throne, she's going to make a decree that you can cash this check anywhere. So I'm going to start telling this lady, being like, I'm fucking buying these up. You get them for $100,000 of this currency for $100. I'm just going to tell her, like, I've dropped my life savings. Like, get real crazy. Like, I'm going to leapfrog the crazy. That's what I think I'm going to do. So when she like leaves, she's like, holy, this guy.
You should tell her your penis rotted off.
She goes in. You hear this? Hear about that? Take a look at this. What's that girl that does the makeup? I need some prosthesis.
This Queen of Canada is called
Darcy. She's in town too.
Oh, is she? Do the fjord face again?
Yeah,
except on my dick.
No, the raw dick.
Fjord's already lost one testicle, so.
Yeah.
Queen of Canada, her name is Romana Dedulo.
Yeah.
Self-declared Queen of Canada.
Yeah.
Which is the irony of this woman kills me, because she's very tough on immigration and immigrants and doesn't want them in the country, but I'm about 99.9% sure she's an immigrant.
She immigrated from Canada from the Philippines when she was 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, she's build the walls, don't let anybody else in.
It's a tragic tale too. Like, she lost both of her parents, so she was accepted into Canada, like some type of foster program.
You don't hear anymore? I'm kind of sick of the build the wall. Like, I want to bring back build the moats.
The moats.
Right? Let's start digging moats.
It's too cold for alligators here, though.
It's true. Damn it.
Yeah. What can we get in there then?
Like in a moat to protect?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that would last all year long.
Salmon sharks.
What kind of creatures?
Salmon sharks.
Canadian goose, man. Just riled up.
You ever seen a salmon shark?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
It looks like a great white, just a smaller version. And they're like warm-blooded sharks. They can live in Arctic waters.
Do they like eat people?
I'm sure we could get them too, yeah.
Do they taste like salmon though? Like with that?
How are you going to train them? What do you mean?
Angry salmon. Yeah.
Train them. Just fill the moat with salmon.
We could get like laser beams on them.
Bleeding.
I remember.
Throw some blood in there.
I remember reading this book a long time ago, and it was like the villains. This is like, it was like a serious type of adventure novel, but the villain's plan was to release this like type of genetically modified salmon that was like angrier than normal salmon.
Just tail slapping people off their boat.
Slamming salmon.
Yeah.
And it was gonna eat everything. I don't know, kind of like people thought like the snakehead was gonna do, but like it was just gonna drop it in all the major freshwater sources, and then just like, I guess like it was gonna fuck shit up. I can't really remember, but I was like, this is like, what?
So I don't eat farm fish.
That's terrifying. Those things are swimming upstream.
Yeah.
I was like, that was his plan. That was his Bond villain. That was his Bond villain level plan. And I was like, what the fuck? It's like the book before that. The book before that, the bad guy's idea was to like bust this wastewater storage thing that was like near Chernobyl, and it's like it houses. I think it's actually a real thing. It's like where it houses all of Chernobyl's wastewater, all of the contaminated like coolant water or whatever that's been sitting there for like 70 years or whatever.
What fucking kind of anarchist cookbook are you fucking reading?
No, this is like he was
giving
like,
you real ideas.
Like, it's like a James Bond novel, and it's like a James Bond novel, and his idea was like, I'm going to release this water. It's going to poison all the water in like, you know, Central and Eastern Europe and like fuck shit up royally or whatever. That was his whole plan. But then I'm saying the guy after was like, I'm going to release genetically modified angry salmon. And I'm like, where the fuck did we go from really cool plan to shitty plan?
Solve the problem. We'll just release a bunch of fucking female salmon. They'll mate. The dudes will die. Problem solved. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Yeah, male salmon do die right after. This is not thought out very well.
I wouldn't say they're smart villains. I just say the guys making genetically engineered salmon. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, if I'm outsmarting the villains, there's a problem.
Big problem. Wait,
it's just
can we go back?
Plan
my mic cut out. Did you finish telling the story about Bert Kreischer?
What?
But you going to Bert Kreischer?
Yeah. Well, how was the show? How was the show?
We got there and then my mic cut out, and I wasn't sure if you told how was the show. Oh. Yeah. You said Jessica couldn't go.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And then
that was the fucking meat of the story, but it was pretty good. It was. I'll be honest with you. Like, I think Bert's great.
Who else went with you?
My buddy B, Corey Bissonette, the guy that plays guitar in the Mongoose Files song.
Oh, dope! You couldn't get, and no one else.
I was inviting my two guitarist friends,
and no one else could come.
You were the only other guy I called. I called 3 people or 2 people.
Yeah. So if I'd been like an hour earlier, I would have kicked this person out of the studio. I got an emergency. I
wish you would have called me a fucking hour early, because it would have been. I was in my ginch, like eating chicken fingers, being like, "Oh fuck, I gotta go."
Was he good? Because I was like, when I've seen his stand up, I'm like,
I'm not a big fan, to be honest with you.
I'm not.
I like him. I like a lot of the content that he puts out with a lot of other people. Like Tom Segura's in my top 5. Tom Segura fucking kills me.
And then you sit this guy who's just a fucking giggler right beside him.
I think. Yeah. I find he kind of panders a little bit too much for me, but
that was Bert Kreischer. Yeah.
Right?
Nailed it.
Yeah,
that's my Bert Kreischer impression. Yeah.
I mean, but like, I think I can put up with it. I put up with you. You put out a lot of Bert Kreischer vibes. You guys are very similar. You know what I mean? So it's not my favorite. There was no guttural laughing, but there was some like, that's pretty good. You know?
There was no Tony Hinchcliffe?
Enjoyed it. No, Tony Hinchcliffe.
That guy fucking kills, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like him, when he's with Segura, like when they do 2 bears, 1 cave.
Funny.
That type of stuff, it's good. Because Segura just torches them and it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Like their little bit where fucking Bert Kreischer shows up with that little fucking canteen full of Kool-Aid. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't watched a lot of that or listened to a lot of that show either.
Holy fuck. Like that one clip, tears in my eyes, and I've seen it probably about 14 times.
Yeah, he comes in and he goes,
no way he drinks.
He's got a 64 ounce, like, like a Yeti mug, right? Like a Yeti
fucking Kool-Aid.
I'm sure, I'm sure it's a bit, but I'm like, there's no way nobody's drinking.
It doesn't matter, though. It's a good bit, man.
Well, he takes so Bert Kreischer takes a sip, and he goes, I fucking love Kool-Aid. And Tom Segura's like laughs, and he's like, hey man, can I have a sip? And then he goes, yeah. And then he goes and takes a sip, and he like almost spits it out. He's like, this is all Kool-Aid. He goes, I love it. He's like, I thought you were joking. He's like, no, it's great. Isn't it good? And he's like,
drink this like every day. And
he's like, you drink a 64 ounce Kool-Aid every day. He's like, this is so much sugar. And he's like dying laughing. And he's like, people think you're healthy, and you're obviously not.
Isn't he admittedly on like a bunch of heart pills?
Who thinks he's healthy?
He's on like a bunch of heart medicine. And
that's what I say. I'm sure it's a bit, but it's like, it's funny. It's just like just thinking of 64 ounces of Kool-Aid. You're like, holy fuck.
Guy's got the biggest cheeseburger locker in comedy.
He's proud of it.
Yeah.
He's got the Mickey Mantle gene, though.
That's part of his character. Like, if he loses it, then it's like,
hey, listen,
what's he got then?
Oddly enough, too, I will admit, Braden has the Mickey Mantle gene as well.
Yeah, I'm
Braden
good at everything.
That with Bert Kreischer.
It's tough.
Yeah,
it's a blessing. I'm not great at anything. I'm good at everything.
Braden and Bert are very similar in a lot of ways, more than just fucking waist circumference.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of fucking similar shit going on.
I am pushing quite a gut right now. It's impressive.
Well, it's the sympathy weight, right?
On
Is
Urban
that
Dictionary,
what they call it?
Mickey Mantle gene is a gene that allows bloated, out-of-shape men to be able to drink alcohol in excess on a daily basis while still being able to jog marathons and avoid his family.
That's Brady.
So he's not quite there yet, buddy.
I mean,
And avoid
it's got that trailer. I mean,
Well, but listen, that's how we were able to scam. We won a fucking wiffle ball tournament because of that.
Yeah.
Nobody
Sure.
wanted to let me and Braden be on the same team because they didn't know. And I'm like, listen, here's a picture of him. You've got nothing to worry about. And everybody's like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And then
Probably
they let
got a
us.
really good-
We were the last picks in the draft because Braden was attached to me. I
Yeah.
went from being a fucking hot commodity to fucking plummeting down the draft board.
Yeah.
We get drafted. Bingo, bango, bongo. Braden's the fucking MVP.
I won the MVP of the tournament. Striked out. I was K'ing everyone. I honestly needed Tommy John surgery after that, though. I was fucking throwing whiffs left and right, hard.
Yeah, it was
I
worth it,
remember.
though.
I remember throwing the ball, like throwing the wiffle ball, and like that one guy from the BC Lions was like, "Good luck keeping that up all day."
It's not.
And
he's
honestly,
not for the BC Lions. Played for the Alouettes.
Alouettes, whatever. But I K'd him, and he was like, it was like the second game, and honestly, I was feeling fatigued. And my arm was sore. I didn't think I'd be able to keep it up. But the second he said that, I was like, well, all right, big boy. Sure.
Yeah, he's a
I
prick.
will. I was like, my arm was like
Fucking
hanging
prick.
like three inches lower than my other one. And by the end of the day,
Pulled your
I
whole
was just
shoulder
big
socket.
old noodle arm, just whipping the ball.
you gotta whip your whole body to get it together.
Hey, it worked though.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, any of you guys play
I'd
pickleball?
love to play again.
Oh,
I'd love
dude.
to fucking do that tournament again.
Yeah, I know. It's
Already got our fucking buddy. Listen, we're the 101.1 Silk FM soft rockers.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd get us fucking t-shirts made, everything.
101 Silk FM.
Yeah.
Have you listened to it before, Dan?
No.
John Tesh can be our
That's just the
manager.
general. That's just the general. Silk. That's your soft jazz fucking.
Zell, do you
Jingle
play? Have you
or
played
whatever.
Buddy
pickleball?
Steely Dan.
Pickleball?
Yeah.
We tried to recruit him. He was too good for it.
No, pickleball, not wiffle ball. Pickleball.
Oh, some guys in one guy in my work is he plays pickleball. He said he's talking to play.
Pickleball is like
Pretty
giant
regularly.
ping pong, right? But not tennis?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever played.
Oh, I thought it was like small tennis.
it's more like ping pong, I think, than tennis.
Yeah,
You gotta-
it's like
You let
just
it bounce first or something? I thought if there was anyone who I knew who had played pickleball, it'd be you.
Well, I don't
That's not a dig. I just thought
Yeah, I
you're
agree.
you're
Yeah,
a
the guy
well-rounded
invited me to come
athlete.
play
You play
pickleball.
all sorts of
Yeah, interesting.
sports.
I don't play any racket sports though.
No, but I just thought if I had to pick
You got
one of the
good
four of
hand
us,
eye, though, man.
I'd
play pickleball?
I guarantee I'd smash the shit out of pickleball.
yeah,
I got pretty good at ping
I'm gonna
pong
get-
in college.
I'm going to get into it this summer.
Look,
That's going to be my
I'm gonna
summer
go play
sport.
the local seniors club down at the Parkinson Rec Center here.
Yeah,
Smash them.
oh, you use a wiffle ball to play pickleball. All right, I
Yeah.
get it. What kind of thing?
right.
Go ahead, Braden.
No, nothing. I was going to say.
This is ridiculous. It's a bunch of video pickleball. It's like you play so it's like half a tennis court.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's like you're playing half of a tennis court, and you got a wiffle ball and these weird little rackets, and you're like hitting it, and it has to bounce. It's got to
gotta
bounce.
bounce
It's got to
once.
hit the ground.
yeah.
Right. So it's like I mean, it
I
is a
think
perfect
unless
sport for
there's like a
lot of
forward
elderly
line,
people,
and if your
but it
foot's
is-
on that forward line, I think you can smash it out of the air.
That's nuts. I could see
all
that
the-
getting way out of hand super fast.
All the fire
with-
department guys fucking play it. They bring the fucking fire trucks out of the bay and they set up a little net and play it. They'll play it all day.
Oh, really? Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah.
I kind of
I
want
mean,
to get into
I
it.
see
you
him
can
as we
play
drive
it
by,
anywhere, I guess.
Working
Like,
all day. Fucking.
It's just kind of. Wait, do you serve? Do you serve from the back line?
I know you serve from the
like-
front line, I think, and it's. I don't know if
I
you
don't
serve
know.
into
I've
the
never
line.
actually played, but
Honestly,
it looks
I'm going to
fun.
get into it this summer. I'm telling you, I'm going to drop way too much money on a racket because that's the kind of person I am.
You got by top of the
And-
top
we got
line.
a pickleball store here, buddy.
We do Pickleball Depot. Full store
Yeah. Why
dedicated
is
to
it-
pickleball.
I mean, what's the guy's name? Who owns it? Whatever.
Oh no, you serve. You
Whatever
serve
his
from the
name
back
is, it should have been
line. Oh, this is
pickle.
like a pickleball court.
You know,
There's a
Bob's,
whole
whatever. His
His
layout
name's
is
Dill, I
different.
think.
Pickle Dills, right? That's what it should have
Yeah.
been.
Yeah.
But what were you going to say, Andrew?
I was gonna fucking. We're
Oh.
talking about being old, washed up bums. I fought on Sunday. My first like real fight since I was like fucking a teenager.
Like on the streets?
No, like
Wait,
competition, like boxing.
it just looks like tennis with a wiffle ball.
Huh?
Like I thought it was like you put like they're like the court had like a special layout that kind of made sense.
It's like a mini.
I don't think so.
It's like,
No, it's a tennis
mini
court.
tennis.
You just cut it.
right.
in half,
No. Because
basically.
like looking at it, you know, like it's a tennis court, but it's got like in the middle, it's just like a solid box. It's not like split down the middle and the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I didn't
now
think it
it's like,
was.
Nah, it's weird. Pickleball is like its own court.
I'll give you guys an
layout,
update
but
once I
just
get
looks
into
like,
it.
It
Once
just
I
looks
play
like
my
tennis
first-
with a
It's
wiffle
ping
ball.
pong.
Once I
Like,
play my first, once I play my first
Ping pong for giants.
Who'd you fight like a 12 round fight, like legit?
12 rounds? Amateur boxing is only 3 2-minute rounds, pal.
Oh,
I
what
could
a-
not do 12 rounds if you paid me
How'd it go?
millions of dollars.
How'd it go?
Millions
Your
of
nose
dollars.
isn't.
It went good. It went good.
you know,
won all
Judges,
3 rounds.
did you leave it in the judge's hands?
Well, yeah, I didn't stop the guy.
Rookie mistake.
That's not in my
You
fucking
never
wheelhouse
leave it in the
anymore.
judge's hands. That's all I know.
I did and I won, so that's a fucking
Oh, really?
bonus. But
So
yeah.
what's your
the
amateur
guys,
record
he
now?
was like he was like a fucking pro Muay Thai guy, so he was. I don't know. The matchup was pretty good. I was
was he throwing his knee ups
fortunate?
all the time?
You could see he wanted to.
he come like this?
When you watch a video, like somebody filmed the rounds, and you could see like he was kind of like trying to do that, but he'd come at me square like this, and I'm like, okay,
Muay Thai style?
walk right into my jab. Yeah, it was nice.
didn't try and elbow you.
I thought I said, didn't I send you the highlights?
I don't think so.
Oh,
You sent me some
I'll send it to
sparring.
you. No,
But that was a couple
probably
weeks ago.
It was it was at a grungy ass fucking gym.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think you sent me that.
Oh,
But
maybe.
yeah, send it to me. I want to watch it. I'll watch it.
will.
I'll score
It's
it.
good. It's fun. Yeah,
I'll tell you how I score it. I won't be biased either.
all 3 were 10-9s. There was no 10-8s. I would like to get a 10-8, but mold
Yeah, I'm
out of
just like,
shape.
I just
I'll
need,
land a couple shots and then I admire it after because I'm like, oh, I'm too tired to throw another one.
I just feel like now that I'm having a kid, I need a couple like dad sports to get into. Like I've already got disc golf.
Disc golf is the worst.
Oh, buddy.
No. Why can't
Disc
you
golf,
just still play real sports?
disc golf sucks in Kelowna because you guys have the worst
listen,
course.
I just hate that game.
You
Period.
want to do something cool that you can show your kid.
Yeah, wait till my kid
It's time to learn
fucking
guitar, Braden.
sees me wearing a fanny pack.
Hey,
Fuck.
it's time to-
Guitar is awesome.
You got to learn guitar and join Zeltron and the Eternals. That's the
I'm
band.
trying in the Eternals.
Is this me so far? I need some new members.
I'll be one of the Eternals.
Yeah, you can be.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
All you gotta do is play
I'm
3
in.
chords.
Well, it's a vampire band.
3 chords.
You can
all
be
you
that
gotta play.
fucking guy that got fried on Blade, the first one. Remember that guy?
Oh, is it? So, no, we said it was what the fuck was that?
Fractal breakdown.
Yeah,
Existential fractal breakdown.
Zeltron and the fractal breakdown. or
Yeah,
something
Zeltron and the
shit, whatever.
existential fractal breakdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah, I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Where everyone's got to Google how to spell it before you type it into search.
How do you, can you just like, is this something where you can just like 3 chords? Is that one, like, because I don't know anything about playing music. Is that where can my one hand just stay in one spot?
Relatively, you have to switch strings.
Kinda.
But
Like, can you, before we start the show, can you set my
position
fingers
you?
up? You just set my positions.
Just put
and, like,
stickers.
I
Just
don't
put
have
stickers on the neck
to
where he
where
needs to
like
put
I
his
slide
finger.
them down
no,
to.
there is a tuning on guitar where I could tune the strings all open. So if you just strum all the strings without touching them, it makes a note, and then I get you like a clamp that you just have to slide down the neck in the right spot and then play all the strings.
Oh,
Yeah.
Done.
fuck.
Done.
Fun. Buddy, I'm one of the Eternals.
There you go. Just strum a D.
How bad? Do your hands hurt after you do a show? Like from fucking like.
No, I used
You-
to get like bad calluses when I first started playing a lot.
I remember, like, dude, I get hand cramps playing fucking Guitar Hero back then. I was playing on medium. Like, how the
You're
fuck
just
do you guys
gripping
do
too
it?
hard. You know, you're clawing it.
Maybe
Can't claw.
Yeah.
You got to loosen up.
Loosen up. Just fingertips.
I can't lose everything I do. I'm fucking. Nothing's smooth. It's all like tense and.
Well,
angry.
because you already play guitar, like, would it be more beneficial for me to like get into some like a flute?
Sure.
pan
man.
flute.
You
Yes,
know what I
You
mean?
can play whatever you
Why don't
want.
you slap the bass?
Trombone, dude. Trombone.
Fucking no one fucks with the bass player.
No, you know
Come
what?
on.
Just learn this, a synth. Because you just
not
program them and then look like you're
Cliff
playing.
Burton was fucking badass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just look like you're playing the synth. Let's let it. It's arpeggiating on its own.
And then just
you don't have to
What's
play.
the synth guitar? That's what I'll.
Or the Casio
Guitar.
DG
Yeah.
guitar.
guitar.
Oh, yeah.
Guitar,
Play
yeah.
guitar.
guitar.
Yeah.
Or just program the synth, but then have the guitar out.
pretend
and
like
start
you're playing.
pretend you're playing the guitar.
What about
yeah, I
an
like that.
accordion? You
Buddy.
got the build for an accordion.
I do have that Eastern European
you got
accordion
that
build.
Hungarian build.
I do.
You got
I
the
do.
polka
big
build,
old,
buddy.
The,
You got
yeah,
the
the
polka.
polka build. I do have a polka build. That's what I'm going to say my body type is from now on. Polka.
Where is that like Polish or something? Polka?
Yeah, that's Eastern European. But like if I told people, if they're like,
Yeah,
oh, what
so
kind of
you-
body type are you? And I go polka, they'd go like, all right, he's thick.
Yeah, I think everybody knows.
Bohemia. Originated in Bohemia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Body type polka. That's great.
Which I don't think
Czech
is a country
roots.
anymore.
Bohemian area within the Czech Republic.
Bohemia was a large area. It's like a couple countries in there.
It's all,
Well, I mean, it's like in terms of modern day geography,
Well, it doesn't exist now.
used to be. No, it doesn't exist now. I'm just saying. It just used to be a bunch of countries.
Like when people
so.
tell you they're Persian, you're like, really? Are you though?
It's not Iran.
It was a big place.
all right, whatever you say, Gyllenhaal.
Well, it's like fucking. It'd be like me. I'm Phoenician.
because Persian, that's like modern
You
day
say that
Iran.
sometimes.
Persia.
Yeah, it's Iran.
Well,
Iran was the Persian Empire.
Right.
Persian Empire was big.
Big.
I think people say
Well,
that
huge.
because maybe there's a lot of negative, negativity towards Iran.
Some Persian.
I thought you were tolerant towards everybody. What are you talking about?
I am. This isn't me. I am tolerant.
Iran is a beautiful
Everyone.
place full of beautiful people.
I agree.
Let's go.
I've never been there.
Pod trip to Iran.
To Iran. Let's go to the Hanging Gardens.
What's that? Is that where they hang all the flowers and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I love hanging plants.
You
Man, I got like
used to be
3
years
here.
ago. 2,000 years ago.
No, I don't know anything about Iran. Iran or Iran?
I'd love to go. Like,
Iran or Iran? Depends who's saying it.
Iran.
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 You got to roll it.
No, you don't
Iran.
have to say shit. It's just if you say Iran.
Iran. I went to Iran,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Iran.
but it's Iraq. Everyone says Iraq.
It's Iraq.
Yeah, they say on the news
It's
Iraq.
not, it's Iraq. It's not
Iran.
Iraq.
Listen,
not
I
Iran
remember.
or Iraq.
That's how they say it in this on Fox
I
News.
specifically-
That's how
No,
they say
that's
it.
how George Bush said it.
There you go. That's what I mean.
It's Iraq and Iran
He changed it.
and Lebanon.
I remember I had a grade 2 teacher. I don't even know if maybe she's still around. Miss
I think
Finley-
Bush started
Miss
saying
Ford-
Iran after that guy chucked a shoe at him.
Yeah.
Good. Did it hit him and fix his speech impediment?
No, he missed it. He
Did
dodged
he
it, man.
suddenly get like that sudden
Supernatural-
savant syndrome and start talking like an educated human
No, he
being?
has those cat-like reflexes,
Get
man.
dodged in a shoe.
You ever seen that guy drive? Fucking.
He had to pass the
It's
skull and
a
bones
golf ball.
test, so he had to be limber, I'd imagine.
There was my grade 2 teacher, Miss Finlater, and I remember she used to like, when you're learning the alphabet and stuff, she
Finster?
would be like, Miss
throw shoes at you?
Finlater. Actually, her husband was the mayor of West Bank for a while.
Oh, Doug
Threw shoes at
Finlater.
Doug Finlater.
I know
So
that guy.
his
Yeah, the Dougler.
Dougler, his wife was my grade 2 teacher, and I specifically remember that she said, "I will give $500," because she was like saying she was like teaching us the rules of the alphabet, and she's like, Q is always paired with a U. You'll never see a Q by itself. She goes, if anyone can bring up an English word that has a Q with no U, I will give you $500. And this girl in class was like, Iraq. And then she was like, huh? She's like, this like little grade 2 girl. I specifically remember she was like, Iraq. And then she was like, that's not English. That's Iraq. That's my grade 2 teacher.
Right.
She's like, didn't pay
It's like
the
the
money.
name of a country. I mean, technically, that's right.
It's the name of a
It's
country.
not like
now.
in English.
Well, we said it's the
Language.
English name for the country. We don't have an English.
I think that
Like
little
the-
girl got it.
It's
in a
not an
technicality.
English word originally, I guess.
Right, yeah, but my thing is like, so if like in Canada, I was going to spell Iraq, I spell it RAQU.
I'm going to tell you what, that little girl's probably pretty successful nowadays. though.
Oh, yeah,
That's pretty
100%.
smart. For grade
Yeah.
2?
Oh yeah,
Most
like
of the guys
instantly.
I went to school with
And I
grade
was just
2
like,
were
what
eating
is
pencil
that?
crayons.
And then I was like, my pants were wet because I shit in them probably. I was like, oh. No, I never. I remember that kid did shit his pants in grade 2. It's weird how you never kind of forget that stuff.
Some
You
stuff
shit your
sticks in
pants in
there.
grade 2?
No, I didn't. But there was a kid in my class. who
You
did.
probably did.
You probably
No,
did
I never
too.
did. You know what I did?
But
I
you
peed.
shit your pants as a 31-year-old. I was
I
there.
did. That's true.
I watched you. I don't know what
Accidents
you're
happen,
talking
man.
about.
But I cried, dude. I was
Yeah, it's all
crying.
good.
I was crying. when that happened.
Yeah, I was there.
Right.
I know.
The Sky
It was
Train
like
incident.
this is
Yeah.
it was
2019.
like honestly, as much as people want to make, that was a medical emergency. It was there was something medically
wasn't.
wrong with me in that moment. I was like, I'm
The
like-
way you describe your poops, there's always something wrong with you then. Like you always have a
buddy,
medical
I'm-
emergency.
no, I'm good now. Solid.
All his bodily functions are fucked.
It's usually
his
like
burps
Braden
and
just
shit,
stands
too.
there and
he's
just will stand up and like, oh, gotta go.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah, that's not normal. Tighten your asshole up, buddy.
But it is. How do you think you can, but I will say right now, I could clench way harder.
I don't think so.
I
don't think so. I don't think so.
I'll put my clenching up against anyone.
How do you
on
test?
Earth.
How do you test? Is there like a
Then
pressure
why don't
sensor?
you clench?
Is there?
I
Why don't
do.
you stop from fucking shitting your pants?
It's different. I was dilated.
Sorry, wait. Are you telling me that you could crush like a pressure sensor with your butt?
like 7 hours, like 12 hours of you dilating into
Yeah, I was
shit.
dilated.
stop it.
I could crush. I'm saying, let's just like hypothetically, if I put this pen,
He's saying he's got the strongest glutes of the bunch.
yeah,
That's what he's trying to
if I
say.
put this pen
believe it.
halfway in and clenched,
You crush it.
none of you three would retrieve it.
Okay, listen, that's your problem. Stop putting
It's
stuff
like-
up your ass.
It'd be like
All
a
right,
tug
that's
of war.
why
Too
you got-
loose.
That's why you're having problems. All right, stop
That's like a
putting
tug
shit
of
in
war.
your
That's what
ass.
I'm saying. I'm saying like we would be fighting, but then I would win because I still have my legs and arms to crawl and push with. So I would.
No, you would win. You would win because your ass would engulf the pen. There would be no pen.
Well, I'm not
Once you
saying
start
I
putting
would
it
put it up
halfway in,
there.
it just goes all the way.
Obviously,
eats it.
obviously,
swallows
if we were going to test this theory, we'd need some sort of blocker. I'm not irresponsible, right? Something
Listen,
with a base.
hey, listen. I'm not doubting the strength of your glutes. What I'm stating is the circumference of your asshole. It's huge.
Too big.
You stick stuff up your butt all the time.
You saying I've got a big asshole?
That's your problem.
Big asshole.
That's
You
your
gotta-
problem.
saying I got a big asshole.
Large
Big
rectum.
asshole.
Large rectum.
Right? That's the problem.
I don't think so.
It's gonna get out.
I don't
I
think
think
so. I
it's,
think my rectum is a perfectly acceptable size.
Yeah, I'll even go so far as I think it's cute.
It's cute.
Ew.
Wax it.
Okay.
Bleach it.
Interesting.
Looks
Bleach
alright.
From the few
Ooh.
times I've seen it, I mean, mind you, if I'm looking, usually something's going on where I'm like,
You're
what's going on?
bending over in front of the mirror trying to get a glimpse.
You're like, something's wrong
Is
here.
that a hemorrhoid?
Oh my god.
Weird. Disgusting. That way, whatever. We're all old now.
Get old.
So, yeah.
I gotta get my standing desk going again because my back. I would sit down way too much.
Oh,
Oh, it's hell.
Sit down.
Wait, we drove up the big white twice today, and my back was
It's
fucking
toasted.
dead.
Well, yeah, those are
Okay, is
mighty
this-
uncomfortable buses too.
is it something to do like in the, like, honestly, because I was talking about this pre-show. It's like within the last 2 weeks, lumbar support huge. I had to go and get my other chair from inside because I can't sit anymore like this. It's like it hurts just to sit.
Buddy, our bodies are deteriorating and dying.
Yeah, it's true.
Slowly, one day at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah, it is weird.
I have
It's
this
like
problem.
it's sad.
if you put side by side of us like from the first live stream, you'd be like, oh, like
What happened to these?
What
fucks?
happened to these
Poor
fours?
guys.
Well, how many years ago was that though? But
That's probably 5 years for a live stream.
Right?
5 years.
Oh, 5 years?
Yeah,
For a live stream, we didn't live stream for
but
quite
still,
some time.
like I would even say, like
we
in the
had
last
hair.
year, it's been in the last year, real stuff. Like Dan, you probably look the
Wait
same.
till you have your kid, buddy.
You've done well to hide
till you-
your.
Well, Dan's
Dude, as soon as
older.
your kid
Dan
comes
was
out,
already
you're-
there by the time when 5 years ago. He hasn't changed in 5 years. He already did his
That's true.
changes when the
Yeah, because he
podcast
doesn't
had
have.
started.
Just, I'm telling you, the changes that happen when you have a kid are rapid. Because all of a sudden your body's like, oh, I don't need to be attractive anymore. I've succeeded. I've done what I need to do, and
Finished.
everything just
You know
dies
what's-
and falls
You know
off.
what's a funny? You know what's that's.
Job
I
is
don't
done.
like. I don't like hearing
may die
that
now.
because I feel like my body has always said that. Right?
Yeah.
He's
Right?
always
Like,
giving up.
I've always like held weight in weird spots, and I'm like, even when I was like fat, skinny, when I was like in high school and stuff, like I still
but-
had love handles.
You were
You got to
skinny
understand,
in
like
high
you still
school.
have to, like you have
love
to do
handles.
things. Like you have to like try and eat good and like, you know.
I do eat good, man. I ate
Something
some
you
delicious
didn't-
food
you
earlier.
You didn't start doing that until like fucking 7 years ago.
The way Braden describes food, you would think he's fatter than he is. When he gets,
listen to what
into his descriptions of stuff he's cooking, he gets so into it. You see his mouth.
Listen,
he's just so
Dude, when you
happy.
came home, when you
you guys want to hear what I
when you
mean
came
the
home from
last 3
Thailand,
days?
we had to have a conversation. I was
Oh,
worried
it's
about
huge. Yeah. buddy.
No,
That's
seriously, I had to be like, listen,
You did.
dude. Like, I had a stern. I was like, buddy, you're gonna die. You're gonna get diabetes. And you're gonna die.
It was funny because like my mom prefaced that conversation with Ed, and my mom was like, "Holy, like your weight's getting a little out of control here." And I was like, "Get off my back, mom." And then like the next day, Andrew's like, "Buddy, you got to do something here." And I was like, "Damn it, fuck." All right. I guess
Just because in Thailand you can eat whatever because it's like nothing.
And drink
Dude,
is
and I
so
eat
cheap.
Everything there is
I ate whatever I
but
want.
like the food there is nothing.
drink
It's all
every day.
vegetables and fish and rice.
Yeah,
and
coated
just, like,
in
that's
fucking
all
canola oil or whatever fucking
Deep
weird
fried.
palm oil they
not
use.
even no. That's only if you're eating like the stir fry stuff. If you're eating like somtum and like chicken like
Yeah,
every
sure.
day, it's like you're not.
Yeah. But I ate like there was.
It's not the eating in
I put
Thailand,
on
it's
a
the
lot of weight.
drinking.
Yeah, and drinking too.
The drinking.
I didn't drink that one.
The last
I mean, I did drink a bunch.
the last 3 days in a row for lunch, I've eaten
Chicken fries.
This ramen I made, ramen, with a half can of cream of mushroom soup and like a
Stop.
handful of cheddar
Are you
cheese.
fucking kidding me?
The sodium.
What is your blood
the
pressure?
sodium-
How is your? How is
The sodium is
yeah, what the
popping.
fuck's the,
The sodium is
Jesus.
like in the ramen noodles is like
Buddy, your kid's gonna live to see you. Like,
82%.
your kid's gonna fucking live to
Yeah,
see you
how
hit
are
like
you-
45.
Oh my God.
shit. It's
Stop
only 3
doing that
days.
shit.
It's not like I do it all the time.
Doesn't
Just
matter.
the last 3 days in a
Slippery
row.
slope.
If Bert
And maybe
Kreischer's still
tomorrow, 'cause
alive,
I got
Why are
Brett's
you
fine.
eating the same three days in a row?
Cause so good, man. It's so good. If I made it for you,
probably
you had
delicious.
some, you'd
I
be
wouldn't
like,
eat it.
You'd be like,
I'd eat
shit,
it.
that's
I
a
wouldn't eat it.
really good ramen.
I definitely
That's
would
a
eat it.
really good ramen. And
Yeah, I bet you it is. You come anywhere near me with cream of mushroom, anything, I'll tell you to fuck off.
Oh, what?
Well, that's the
Are you
dairy.
serious?
That's the cream. It'd kill him.
Yeah.
It'd kill him.
Why do
Get
you?
out of there. Yeah, I got
Really?
nothing to do with that shit.
Because
I
I
kill 'em.
can't fuck with milk.
I
Like
like my
cream of
green bean
mushroom, like
casserole.
in something doesn't really do it for me. Like doesn't affect me too much.
You know what? I'm getting to the point now where I'm so old that like I don't even want to eat bad anymore because it just makes me feel like shit. Like
Yeah.
the littlest
Sorry,
things that
yeah.
I eat that aren't good. Like I wanted chicken fingers, so I literally like cut up chicken breasts and dipped them in fucking egg yolk and dipped it in shredded
might go
coconut
that-
to
I
eat.
might go
That's
that
my chicken
far.
fingers because the other ones are actually deep fried and it hurts my tummy.
Honestly,
I
there's
just
like
limit myself to
So
like fast food
Andrew's got the soft tummy here.
once a month.
Can't
Yeah,
eat anything.
I got a bitch tummy.
it's
I got a bitch ass tummy.
you know where it really lacks in chicken fingers. Like if we're getting on the topic of chicken fingers,
Sure.
A&W chicken fingers.
Suck.
Bunk.
Oh,
terrible.
terrible, man. Like, what the fuck? I was like, how can you have such good burgers, such good everything else, and you have the most lacking, soggy, fucking mush?
Because they're not
Chicken fingers
is
you've
this
ever
A&W?
done.
Oh, I never mind A&W.
It's
you
a
don't know about
disgrace
that.
to the
have a
chubby
bunch of
chicken
A&Ws
name.
here. We used to have A&Ws, like
It's
at least
Canadian.
one where I live, but we don't have it anymore.
What?
A&W's
Really?
Canadian, pal.
You guys don't have A&Ws?
We used to.
It's
we used
Canadian.
to have one.
Oh,
we used
shit.
to have an A&W like restaurant thing in the mall near where I grew up. But I used to go in there sometimes. But like I never really like get food. I think I got like root beer floats there. It was really
Well,
all
let me
I
tell you
get.
something.
But man, I'm trying to
You're
think.
missing it.
Oh, I think
I think I
you
got
remember
chili dog there once.
I think you remember the movie She's the Man.
No.
Yeah,
She's the man. Who's
Jessica.
I feel like
Bynes
that's
or
a
something
Freddie
like
Prinze
that.
Jr. movie. I don't know why.
All of us were probably working in the movie theaters at the same time when this movie came out. Amanda Bynes, Jessica Bynes, something like that. She's in it. Channing
yes.
Tatum's in it.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She pretends to be her brother, like Sebastian, play soccer.
Yeah.
Watching that, fucking A&W guys in it.
The big fat guy? Like
The little fat guy.
Like the
Really?
manager guy, whoever he's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like telling Jess, I was like, it's the A&W guy. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, that's all you need
Getting
to
a
know.
beer from outside the door.
That's interesting because that just means he's an actor and he won the role of A&W guy to pretend he's the CEO. I literally thought he was the A&W guy.
He is the A&W. Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I
Well,
mean?
he is now.
Well, now he is.
No, he's an actor. Well, just like fucking Jesus. I can't believe.
just like Jesus. No,
I'm forgetting fucking George. What's George's real name? God damn it.
Costanza? Jason Alexander.
Yeah, what's George? Jason Alexander. He was a McDonald's guy for a bit.
Really?
Yeah. You don't remember that commercial where he's walking in that white suit?
No.
Oh, fuck. That's a good commercial.
Interesting.
Same
man.
build, everything as the fucking A&W guy.
A&W guy. Alan Lulu.
Oh, fuck.
Unreal. I thought he was what a ripoff. I believed he was the fucking A&W guy. He's not at all.
I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
Oh God, he's a handsome man. He was in tons of movies. He was Bruce Almighty, Evan Almighty, Bugbuster, Charlie Grace, The Brainiacs.
I've heard of 2 of those movies.
Yeah.
Yes. One right over my head.
The other one's like direct to video.
Yeah, probably. He really peaked in like 95 to 2000. Then he kind of fell off. Then I guess he just went into commercials.
That's kind of to the point. Like I don't get
pretty good.
Yeah. I don't get a lot of fast food anymore because it's like too expensive, man. I go to fucking Wendy's and I just want a burger, fry, like a regular drink, and like, you know, a meal, like a value meal. It's like $10. Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's like, Jesus. It's quite pricey.
It's kind of nuts.
Honestly,
like it's just a treat, like once a month. They like go eat. And I'm like,
the only fast food place that's worth the money, like if you're talking about like you want to eat fast food and you don't want to pay any money, Burger King. For some reason, Burger King has like, they were just like, their CEO was like, fuck inflation. 8 burgers, $3. Right?
They
Like,
do have some weird deals.
right? It's like, you can get 2 Whoppers and a chicken fries for $5. Pick any 3, all 3 if you want, whatever you want.
Remember when we got all those nuggets?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they had that
was,
deal for a while. That was like
that wasn't good.
100 nuggets for like $20 or something.
We got like 50 nuggets for whatever.
Yeah.
And we watched we marathon Game of Thrones at fucking Braden's place when he lived at the Montreal Court.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And after that, he had to throw away his couch.
Yeah.
For real.
Just painted
Stain
with
that thing with
farts.
farts.
Smelled like chicken nuggets.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking chicken nugget
Boho
farts.
House smelled like deep fry.
I smell that type of chicken finger now, and my gallbladder bursts. Can't go near it.
What? Why gallbladder? What is that taking care of?
It's taking care of your fucking
common bile duct.
chicken nugget
It's emulsifying
ratio.
your fats, man. It's emulsifying your meats.
I'm literally, I've been on the brink of my because I have gallstones. My shit's like ready to rupture, and I've been trying to like
Oh no! What happens when that
get
happens?
around it with diet.
Operation.
Buddy, you're here talking to me about my body. Hey, why don't you keep your own business in order before you start fucking
Once
passing
you get your
judgment on
gallbladder
others?
removed, you can't eat a lot of meat anymore. Like kind of have to tone down.
Yeah,
on
no,
meat,
I want
right?
to keep my gallbladder.
Right.
I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it.
I don't know. Yeah, I had a fucking, what was it? I had like a pretzel bun pub burger from Wendy's the other day. Oh, so good.
Wendy's is bomb.
Yeah, Wendy's is probably the best.
Even though I say it's so expensive, man, like shit is so good.
No, we got coupons, man. I got mailed all these coops. So now whenever Jessica's big thing is fast food. Now that she's pregnant.
Date night, baby. Two can dine.
That's all Wendy's, buddy. It's all Wendy's. Let us wrap my burger.
Wendy's.
Jamie was like that too, but then until she got the fetus diabetes, and then we had to start eating healthier. So I think that's where I got all my weight, because she'd be like, "Well, I don't know what I want. I'm going to get a couple of things," and then
not eat them.
Early on, I'd get my own thing, and then she'd eat like a little bit of everything, and then be like, "I don't want any of it now." And I'd be like, "Oh shit, well, I'll eat it."
Then you can't watch it go in the garbage.
Yeah. So then I eat it, and then it's like, then I've eaten double Wendy's. So then I'd be like, just order what you want, and I'll eat what you don't.
Eat double Wendy's. No, you can throw that away, dude. You don't need to be eating double. Don't try and use it as an excuse for eating double
2,000 calories worth of Wendy's in one sitting.
Well, here, let me paint you a scenario here. All right, you got those delicious sea salt cut fries. Right? You eat yours.
Yep.
Right?
You don't get the fries.
Right?
Don't ever get the fries.
And then your spouse eats like 3 of hers and goes, I just can't eat anymore.
Feed it to the dog.
And then you just go, you're not even having one of those. You just go, oh, I've had my fill.
Yeah.
Right. Get off your fucking high horses. All right?
Buddy, I do it every time. When we go to Wendy's, I get fucking 3 Les Wrap burgers. That's it.
3?
Sometimes I get a chili if I'm feeling crazy. If I'm feeling crazy, I'll get a fucking chili.
Dave single with fries.
Oh man,
I Coke Zero.
When I go to fast food, I don't fuck around. I get a lot of food. I'll get a chicken sandwich. I'll get 2 JBCs. I'll get the fries with the poutine edition. I'll get the medium Coke, but at Wendy's, that's like an insanely giant drink. It's fucking huge.
You get Diet Coke or fucking real Coke?
No, fuck the diet.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck, Zell. That's a lot of calories in one fucking thing.
I don't do it very often, but when
you get spicy chicken?
Yeah, I get the spicy
chicken sandwich?
Spicy Aussie.
He just gets that fucking anaconda tummy after. Next week.
I don't feel great. It's not like I'm not proud of it, but I binge. If I'm going, I'm binging. I'm not just going to just pick at it.
Yeah, you might as well.
I also ate about 14 pounds of panned eggs in 4 days. I felt actually sick though. I was like, something's working. Something's working overtime in here, and I'm feeling bad. Something's not happy inside.
Yeah, it's your pancreas.
It's just dying.
I've been what I've been trying to do is when I want like a treat like that, I try my rules. I have to bake it.
You can make it yourself.
90% of the time. 90% of the time, you don't end up doing it.
Buddy.
You're like, not doing it.
I'll give you this, your willpower, because like if I did that, if I was like, okay, I'm going to buy some Pillsbury cookie dough, because if I have a treat, I have to bake it.
Dude, bro, I'm not buying Pillsbury. I'm making my own fucking cookie.
I'll tell you, I'd eat the dough before it gets baked.
Yeah, this is surprising.
Just like a little sugar cookie wraps. He's just like,
you gotta baby steps with you. We gotta work your way towards this shit.
Did I this is not one of my finest moves.
Your wife is about to lose fucking 7 pounds here and live a completely different life soon.
Yeah.
You're still gonna be a fat bitch. You gotta fucking change it.
I know.
All right? Like you got a long road ahead of you.
I started back fasting. I've been fasting for the last week again.
How bad's the binge after you fast?
Not too bad.
Oh, okay.
Because I find if I do,
you're eating fucking cream of mushroom ramen, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
it's just one meal is the cream
That's one
of
meal.
mushroom.
That's it. I fast and then I eat this fucking
I eat my cream of mushroom
8,000%
ramen.
sodium ramen, and then I'm good.
You're on the ramen fast.
Yeah,
You're on the
The old ramen
fast.
fast.
The
Yeah.
whole week.
Yeah. I'll eat it again tomorrow only because I have a half can of soup left. And then that's it.
Stop. No more excuses. You don't need to eat it again. There's no reason to eat it again 4 days in a row.
Why?
Zero
I'm
excuses.
just sweaty all the time. There's nothing wrong with that.
My dad got one of the neighbors that lives in the neighborhood got him they picked up like a food dehydrator, and it's like apparently it was like a $250, $300 food dehydrator. And a guy got it for $20 and like gave it to my dad. He's like, here you go, like you can have it. And my dad's gotten into making beef jerky now.
Oh, awesome.
So now it's just like constant beef. He's got like this big bowl of just beef. It's like a mixing bowl, like a cookie mixing bowl, like full of fucking jerky.
That's so awesome.
He's just been cutting it up, and it's just like whole house smells like beef jerky.
Oh,
and
that's
it's just
great.
like go in. It's like, holy fuck,
That sounds like a dream.
It's all beef jerky.
How do you guys feel about
it's
this?
Yeah.
I knew a guy who made beef jerky and he gave me some. And I go, oh yeah. He's like, I make it at home. I go, oh, how do you make it? He goes, use my dryer. And I go, like with your clothes? Like where you do your clothes? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I'm like,
That's
interesting.
weird.
Does it taste good?
Yeah, it was fine. Like,
Did you throw a dryer?
I think it's hard to fuck up beef jerky, really. You know what I mean? Like salty and
You tossed in like one of those downy like dryer sheets in
all
there.
his clothes.
Yeah. Right? Like I was like,
all his
springtime
clothes are gonna
fresh.
smell like
I was like, what does your
Yeah,
lint
it's
trap
good.
look like, bro? Just scraping fat
That's like
off
pretty.
there?
My dad just like gets some London broil, freezes it, cuts it up into like thin slices, like throws it in a bunch of
London broil's
marinade,
fucking
whatever, and
awesome.
fucking. I mean, it's so easy to make that he figured it out. It's just so easy to make. He just makes a bunch of it now, and I guess everybody likes it that tries it. So he's like, I'm gonna make a bunch.
So weird. I feel like now, like I got to get a cool dad hobby like that, like something that I'm
Making jerky.
like
What's that?
something that's like.
I mean, what a good one would be to stop eating ramen every day and live a long time so you can spend time with your child and raise them.
Jerky.
Maybe I'll get in gardening. I was gonna plant a garden. Maybe I'll have time. Maybe I'll plant a garden, right? And I'll grow some vegetables that I can put in my ramen.
Yeah.
Right, like spinach. Can you grow spinach? Is that an easy one to grow?
I mean, you can.
Yeah, spinach is easy.
Grows out of the ground.
Spinach. I'll do spinach.
I'd
Some
love to have a
zucchini.
garden.
Spinach grows. You can plant it a few
Herbs.
times a year. 2 different spinaches grow at different
Peppers.
times.
Grow peppers.
Oh yeah, grow peppers.
Peppers
Oh,
are pretty.
I mean,
Don't know what you should not grow.
I want to grow
Because
mint.
when I built a garden in the backyard, we experimented a few years trying some stuff. Don't plant a cauliflower. It takes
not?
forever to grow. You get one fucking head and it gets full of bugs because you're not putting pesticides on
You know
it.
why it's so expensive?
Oh.
It must be because
Is that why cauliflower is so expensive?
it only grows one fucking head of cauliflower. So there's one head. It takes like fucking months to get this one fucking thing. And then it was full of little black bugs. Whatever. I washed them out.
I
washed them out. I still ate it. But
Maybe gardening will be my thing.
know.
I'll be out there. I could see myself
dude,
tend into a garden.
just grow strawberries. They're so good and they grow so easy.
Well, let me tell you something. I have blackberries all over my property
I
I
already.
wouldn't think that in fucking Japan, like strawberries are so expensive. Like it's $600 strawberries.
I'm going to start exporting.
Did you be an importer exporter? That's your new job.
Importer exporter. Vandalay strawberries. Right to Japan.
Oh man, this is a good story. You guys, we talked about it like a while ago, but it was like, remember I was having trouble trying to find sriracha hot sauce.
Oh, buddy, there was like a mass. I didn't realize there was like a mass shortage.
So yeah, okay. So here's what actually happened. I found this out because it's like I came across it the other day. Apparently, what happened was that Hoi Fong Food is the one who makes the Red Rooster sriracha sauce, like the OG one that most people are familiar with. There are other brands. There are plenty of other brands, but Hoi Fong always seemed to be the best one. Apparently, what happened is like in 2020 or just before 2020, they made a deal with their sole pepper producer, and like this guy, like Underwood Ranches, I think is the name of the farm company that was contracted to be their sole pepper producer, and they apparently made a deal with him. They said,
owner get arrested for sexual assault?
No. Wait. So they made a deal with him. They said, "Hey, we'll buy all of our peppers from you. We'll buy your entire harvest, and then to further sweeten the deal, they said, look, we'll pay you per acreage. Not even just for the peppers that we get. We'll pay you just to grow." And then whatever, right? So the guy's like, cool, right? So he goes out, he finances a shitload more. He buys a whole bunch more acreage, right? Hoi Fong Food Companies ends up going behind this guy's back while they've already signed the contract. Apparently they were sharing confidential harvest videos and stuff like that. It's basically proprietary knowledge and stuff about their harvest techniques and stuff like that, like processing the peppers and junk. They were sharing it with competitors to the Underwood Ranches people. And they were trying to lure away one of the executives from the vice CEO or vice president away from Underwood Ranches in order to they were going to pull him off and put in something else. So the head guy finds out about it. He finds out that all this shady shit they've been trying to do, they break the contract. He said he sues them for $23 million. Ooh. He just won a couple months ago, apparently, or last year. He won the lawsuit.
That's spicy.
They paid out $23 million. So Hoi Fong Food put out a thing a while ago, and I thought that was why they said, we're having a bad pepper harvest. It's the weather. It's the supply chain. That's why we're not getting enough out. That's why there's going to be a shortage. But no, it might have been those things, but one of the bigger reasons is because nobody will sell peppers to them anymore. They're having trouble getting peppers because nobody will deal with them because they're pieces of shit, apparently. Because of that whole
shady business practices. So that's so fucking crazy.
It's fucking nuts. I was like, holy shit.
Because you can find it on shelf forever, months and months.
Well, they're saying you can buy the sriracha sauce. You can buy it directly from the Underwood Ranch, their website. They're in California or something, or somewhere over there, somewhere on the West Coast, but you can buy it directly from them. And apparently it's as good, if not better, than the Hoi Fong Food ones. I ordered some. I'm going to try.
Interesting. Let me know. I fucking love sriracha. It's a staple. Just about every rice dish I have has a little sriracha on it.
Because I couldn't find it. I was like, ooh,
I bet it'd be good in my ramen.
I haven't been able to find it for months. You can't find it in the regular store foods near my area. I went to the H Mart. I went to the places where they sell all the Korean markets and Asian food stores. Nothing. Couldn't find any Hoi Fong Food.
Hoi Fong Food.
That one. I couldn't find any. There was other ones, but they weren't the same. They weren't that one, which has always been the best one. But that was the whole reason, is that apparently Hoi Fong Food just fucked themselves over because of their shitty business practices.
Just being fucking scumbags.
Did you guys see the fucking new Ninja Turtles trailer
cool.
today?
No.
I saw bits of it.
Awesome.
It looks awesome.
The fucking cast, phenomenal. And the fact that they're young teenagers.
Yeah. They use
hilarious.
the actors, the young actors.
Kids.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and the portrayal of the Ninja Turtles, they're not like badass, they're kids.
Yeah. Well,
like it's fucking.
We got like a snapshot of Bebop and Rocksteady, and I was like, they looked fucking awesome.
I hope you get to see like.
Do you know who Bebop and Rocksteady are?
It's Seth Rogen
and John Cena.
Oh, is John Cena? That's good. Yeah,
yeah. Cena's Rocksteady.
I hope you get to see like.
So it's animated,
young, like badass. Yeah. I hope
Jackie Chan is Splinter.
Yeah, I hope you get to see a younger, like badass Splinter, like bust out some crazy shit, like fuck shit up. So I want to see that. Like,
because they're kids, man. They look like they're young teens.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, what would like Splinter would be like equivalent?
I mean,
like,
we have seen badass Splinter. 40s? Turtles 1, he takes out fucking Shredder.
I mean, yes, but that's older. You know, I'm saying like he'd probably be. Anyway, he's got to be like in his 50s.
No, I think he's probably dude. He can barely move at the beginning. Like,
right.
Fucking,
right. So that's like, yeah, but
I'm saying
like
funny.
I was hoping for rubber suits again.
Old
Best a younger version.
Young rubber suits.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, I mean,
anything's better than that. The Michael Bay stuff.
Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah, the Michael Bay stuff is awful.
I don't know.
Even my kid, I like. There was like, did you guys remember the TMNT came probably maybe like 2007, 2008?
The
awesome.
Fox one?
Great movie.
The one on Fox? Or no, are you talking about movies?
I'm not, no, it's the movie, animated movie, fucking great.
Oh,
My
yeah,
kid loves it. We
the CGI
we watch
one?
it all the time together. He loves it. So I was like, okay, listen, maybe like, you know, we tried the old ones, a little bit too slow for him. I get it. Secret of the Ooze, he liked a little bit more, but still a little slow. So I tried the Michael Bay ones, and my kid's like, "What the?" Like my kid's like, "Those aren't Ninja Turtles."
Yeah, he's like, "Ah,
those aren't Ninja Turtles." Well, they all look like sloth. They look like fucking green sloths.
The Nickelodeon show was really good. The one that was on Fox like a long time, TMNT, that was on Fox. That was a good one.
That was a good one too. Yeah. The rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the one that's
the most recent one was fucking weird. Like I didn't even watch
like it though.
Like,
they got so
the
many.
CGI one was really good. Like I thought it was pretty good.
The one that they do now, they use like you see like Ray Follett is in it and fucking Genghis Frog and shit. Like they use all the characters.
Yeah. Comic books are wild now. That the fucking who's doing it right now?
Last Ronin.
That's good.
Last Ronin was amazing.
Well, they're greenlit too. Like there's going to be a continuation or something like that. What's the new Turtles?
Old Man Logan, but with Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, with Ninja Turtles.
With Michelangelo.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All the other ones are gone?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's in the it's like a future, like a possibility future, like a what if future kind of.
Oh, that's cool.
Badass.
Is he hardened Michelangelo?
Yeah.
He's hard as fuck.
That's
his
cool.
brothers we watched all his brothers fucking die. Like,
yeah,
dude.
It's busy fucking joking
and like
around.
the beginning, you don't know who he is exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like it's good. It's a fucking.
It's
I spoiled it. I shouldn't.
But yeah, that's good. But no, like even the one that's in the TMT Prime kind of one now is really weird because they brought back what's his face what the fuck's the shark guy
shark guy.
Yeah, the one shark mutant. He was like a. Fuck, what is it? He was in the Fighters. He was in the TMNT Fighters.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity for a good crossover between the Street Sharks and the Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, I can't do that. They're proprietary.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I mean,
there's a proper.
Street Sharks kind of sucked though.
It's
weird.
Cool.
Yeah, TV show sucked.
What was the? Wasn't that the
TV show was bonk?
I remember the show. I remember like the Sharks, but I don't remember the show at all.
Well,
came out like. Street Sharks and Biker Mice from Mars.
Yep, I remember that one.
Kind of came out around the same time.
Yeah.
Biker Mice from Mars was a little bit better, I think.
I think
Street Sharks
came out before Street Sharks did. But no, like they made the shark guy. They made the shark dude. Like he's like they reference him, but he's like he's like some sort of I can't remember. They said it, and I read it the other day. But it's like he's like now like a cosmic horror, like some kind of weird, crazy, insane threat that's just like he is everywhere and nowhere, devouring all before him, like something really nuts. But it sounds
Space Shark. Is his name Space Shark?
No, I'd have to look at the TMT Fighters roster.
Armagon.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Oh, he must be newer. Like there was never a toy of him or anything.
I think there was.
Not back when we were kids. I would have had it.
Armagon. Like I remember, yeah, but like he was in TMNT Fighters. I remember he was in TMNT Fighters, the tournament fighters.
TMNT Fighters came out.
Here's a good one. What's the best toy you guys had when you were a kid? Like if you had to think of like the toy where you're like shit, that was the one like maybe that'd be worth some money now. Like if I would have hung on to it, or just your favorite one. What was your favorite toy? You know what mine was? Like I vividly remember it.
Let's hear yours.
The fucking, I got the Power Ranger, like Green Ranger dagger flute.
Oh yeah, I had that one.
I fucking loved that when I got that as a kid. That and my little fucking Macho Man muscle dummy that you could wrestle.
I remember
those
that
are like
one.
my two fucking favorite. Look on my nose, brother. Oh yeah. Those are my two fucking favorite toys growing up. 100%.
I'd have to stretch a brain to remember some toys.
My two favorites were Slash, my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Slash, and my fucking Spider-Man animated series Venom, where you could remove. He had a rubber mask, and you could take it off, and it would be fucking Eddie Brock
cool.
underneath. That was my fucking And then this one, I've had this one since I was a little kid too.
Is it
fucking Spider-Man Black Symbiote?
Is it hard having a son and you're just like, because you're just like, I want to buy him all the toys?
You buy more toys for yourself.
I do. I buy them all the time. It's a fucking problem. And the worst thing ever to happen is he likes all the stuff I like.
Yeah. So you're just like, getting
it's a problem.
You're just, they say like, oh, be the parent that you needed. And you're like, this is what I need. I needed all the toys.
Oh yeah. I actually things got a little wild and I've now become like the disciplinarian of the house.
Ooh.
And it was really bad for a bit. And we're coming out on the good side now. Like he's learned, and it's really cool to see. It's fucking weird, but it's cool to see like the stuff you implement starting to like pay off.
Yeah. Like what?
Like
example.
Because when Jess is home, she can't do anything with him. Really, she's almost bedridden right now because she's having all the issues with the relaxing and the pain in her hips and everything. So I got the Nintendo Switch and I bought him some games, and all of a sudden, it's all he wanted to do 24/7.
Game.
Like that's it. And like he didn't want to go outside anymore. He didn't want to do anything. And then I've been working. I've been picking up a lot of extra work. And it didn't clue in until one day where I was like, hey man, like you want to go box? Like come down in the garage and we box. I got him little gloves, little fucking helmet, and we box. We have a great time. We do shit like that. We go play hockey. And he's like, no. Like, no. I don't want to do any of that shit. I'm playing Mario. And finally I realized, I was like, oh, like this kid hasn't been outside in 2 days. I don't think like this is
a problem.
So I just like, he spazzed out when I was like, you're not playing video games today. Lost his fucking mind. And I literally was like, okay, it's gone. Packed it all up. Fucking took it away. And I didn't let him like for 2 weeks every day. I want to play Switch. I was like, no, man, it's gone. Finally, after 2 weeks, he didn't ask me to play Nintendo Switch. And then the next day, you know what I mean? He walks up and he's like, hey dad, like, you know, do you think we could play Nintendo Switch? Do something like that. I was like, this weekend, you know, if you're good and you listen, you can play Nintendo Switch. Weekend comes up to me, fucking Saturday. He goes, Dad, can we play Nintendo Switch? And I was like, yeah, you can play Nintendo Switch for 20 minutes. Dad's going to set a timer. I put a timer up on the TV, sat there, played Nintendo Switch. Timer goes off after 20 minutes, presses pause and puts the controller down. He's like, okay, Dad, I'm done.
Ooh, nice.
Almost cried.
Nice.
I was like, I did this.
You're like, let's play another 5.
Yeah, I know, right? I wanted to. I would be like, just play all fucking day. You listen to me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dan Zell, tell us your toys, buddy. What's your favorite?
I was a Lego man. I love Lego.
Zell did have
your fucking Uncle Crate Lego.
He had he had the best fucking Lego.
Dude, I got all. That's like.
What was your favorite Lego set that you had?
At one time, I had the Jurassic Park Lego set. I specifically remember that set.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, I was huge Lego. I had fucking bins and bins and bins of this fucking Lego.
Yeah.
Did you get the police station Lego set?
I remember no police station. I don't think.
I always wanted that one.
I got all the Star Wars, Jurassic Park,
guys, the wolves on the shield.
Star Wars was huge at that time because the episode 1 had just come out, like the rebirth of Star Wars. So fucking Star Wars was everywhere.
Oh, cool.
So you get like the X-Wing. What do you want for Christmas? All I want is Star Wars Lego. That's it. Star Wars Lego.
Dude, I have vivid, I never, I got like just fucking bulk Lego, basically. So whatever was left, I never got the fucking
5,000 red bricks. That's it.
Yeah. So then I have vivid memories of like going over to Zell's, him having all these fucking Jedis with the lightsaber and being like, can I have one of these? And he's like, Yeah, I got like take one. I'd be
The
like,
whole series,
this
okay?
is the best Lego. Like that was my guy I played with.
Yeah,
Little
that's
brown
cool.
cape. Fuck yeah.
Dan,
I can't
did they even have
remember.
toys when you were a kid, or was it just like sticks and rocks?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I was an
fucking-
outdoor
he had
kid.
a ball
Like,
and
I
a
was-
spoon.
I think I had a lot of outdoor kids. We had a creek by my house, so it's like when you're a kid, like yeah, you got a creek, like fuck, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Fucking
I was a Transformers kid. I had a bunch of Transformers.
that
Like,
makes sense because Transformers. I feel like I just missed, like when I was a kid, I just missed the big wave. So that would have made sense that like your
Dude,
era-
we had
when
Beasties.
I was
yeah.
big into
Beast Wars was
Transformers.
good.
Well,
We had
not even
Beast
before
Wars.
that, because I remember because it's probably one of my core memories. I vividly remember watching the 1987. Not when it came out, but like on VHS, like after a while, but in the 90s. Like I watched the Transformers movie and watching Optimus Prime die and freaking out and like
that's
running
sad.
up to tell my parents, like, Optimus Prime died. And they're just like, what the fuck? Who is Optimus Prime? Like, what are you talking about? Why are you crying? I was like, Optimus Prime is dead.
I kind of had a similar situation because my grandparents owned an old fucking like movie store, a pizza place and a movie store. So I had all
Right.
these old VHSs. So I used to watch Transformers and like the G.I. Joe, was it 87 or 88, the G.I. Joe movie?
Probably, yeah.
Fucking
probably around
Nash
that time.
Bridges, whatever his name is, was
Don
Falcon.
Johnson.
Like it was dope. Don Johnson was Falcon. Like,
Nah,
it
the
was a good
fucking
movie.
the Transformers movie is still fucking the superior
Yeah.
movie.
Cops, man, you remember Cops fighting
If I
crime in
ever-
Future Time?
Yeah,
That was a
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
great show too.
If I ever mention I'm talking about the Transformers movie in conversation, I'm referring to that movie. There are no other Transformers movies to me. That is the only Transformers movie.
There's
I
no
will
Michael
ever-
Bay Transformers movies.
There are
There's
no Michael Bay
Ninja Turtles
Transformers.
movies.
There,
Both
I will
those
say
guys
this: the
fucking
first
shit all
Michael
over
Bay
its house.
Transformers
It's got
was
Robert
okay.
Stack as Ultra Magnus and fucking who else was in that one? Leonard Nimoy as Galvatron, and Orson Welles is fucking Unicron. So good. And the Weird Al Dare to Be Stupid on the soundtrack. Fucking banging soundtrack. Oh, so good. Amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I remember, I had a bunch of Transformers as a kid, and I don't have any of them.
Who's your favorite
now.
Transformer?
My favorite Transformer?
Yeah.
It's probably Grimlock. Like, it's probably one of the Dinobots. Like, it's probably Grimlock. Like, yeah, it's cool as fuck.
I don't
It's
even
a
know who
T-Rex.
Grimlock is. Who the fuck is
It's
Grimlock?
the T-Rex dinosaur. It's the T-Rex Transformer. It's
Who was the
Dinobots.
Raptor one?
That was Dinobot.
Yeah.
The Beast
Yeah,
Wars.
Dinobot
But-
from Beasties.
Beasties.
But the
Beast Wars.
OG Dinobots, it's like Grimlock and Slag and
Oh no!
fucking
Right, hey, listen,
Swoop.
Dinobot's badass.
Dinobot was badass.
Dinobot was awesome.
Well, gentlemen,
Grimlock is
I think
cool
we
as
have
fuck.
to end this one.
You got
Have a
poop?
baby?
Nope, it might be go time. My
Have a
friends.
Maybe go time?
Yep.
Getting the
All
text?
Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
As we always
You got any
say,
contractions? What's the deal?
as we always say at the end of this, I'll fill you in later. As we always say at the end of these things, keep those eyes on the skies. We'll
Gotta
be back
go.
next week.
We gotta go.
See
Bye.
you later.